Have you ever almost given up on a plant, only to realize it still wants to live? This snake plant is one of them, and today I'm going to save it. I have many plants, and this one got pushed into a corner and neglected for a long time. Earlier it was healthy and growing well, but now the leaves are drying, and only two shoots remain, one original and one that tried to grow later. But something didn't feel right. When I looked at the pot, it wasn't even round anymore. It had turned oval, and when I pressed the center, it felt extremely hard. That was a clear sign. The roots had grown so much that they were putting pressure on the pot itself. Let's start the rescue process. As a first step, let me remove the dry and damaged leaves from the plant. These leaves are already dead and won't recover, so removing them helps the plant focus its energy on healthy growth. Let me remove the plant from the pot and inspect it more closely. I'm gently pulling the plant out, and immediately I can see multiple issues. First, I realize that I forgot to add a plastic net or stones at the bottom, because of which almost all the soil has washed away over time. Another mistake I made was with the soil itself. In a hurry, I didn't use the right mix. This soil is too loamy and sticky. You can clearly see it when I take it in my hand and rub it. And now, if you look at the root ball, it has grown in an almost perfect circular shape. This is exactly why it was putting so much pressure on the side walls of the pot. At this point, it's clear. This plant had become completely root-bound. And now, let me wash the root ball and remove all the soil from the roots. As you can see, even though the roots are tightly bound, they still look healthy and strong. That's a very good sign, and it means this plant shouldn't face much trouble surviving and bouncing back. So this is the root ball after washing it thoroughly. As you can see, the roots are healthy, but they have grown in a tight circular shape. If you look closely, you can also notice 2 points from where new shoots were trying to emerge. But because of constant pressure from the pot's side walls, those shoots couldn't grow properly. Every time a new shoot tried to come up, it faced resistance, and over time, the plant struggled to grow. So the first thing I'm going to do is break this circular root ball. I'm cutting it here and dividing it into 2 parts. For each shoot, I'll keep about 1 to 1.5 inches of healthy main root along with the side roots. That's more than enough for a snake plant to regrow well. Now I have 2 healthy shoots, and both the roots and shoots look strong. The next step is to prevent any possible fungal infection, especially considering the earlier soil condition. For that, I've prepared a simple fungicide solution. Just a pinch of fungicide powder mixed with plain water in a plastic cup. I'll dip these shoots into the solution and leave them overnight. This ensures no fungal infection remains. Tomorrow, I'll repot them in fresh soil. After 1 day, the plant was clean and fully ready for repotting. I prepared a fresh soil mix for it, and this mix works really well for snake plants. I've used 40% coco peat to keep the soil light and airy, 20% compost to add nutrients for new growth, and 20% perlite to improve drainage and prevent water from sitting around the roots, 20% garden soil to give the plant proper support. I also mixed in a little fungicide powder, just to be on the safer side. Now, let's move on to the repotting. For this, I'm using a medium-sized plastic pot. First, I place a plastic drainage net at the bottom. This step is very important. It prevents soil loss and ensures proper drainage. On top of the net, I add a little coco coir. This provides a soft cushion for the roots, improves aeration, and also helps keep the soil in place. Next, I fill the pot with soil up to halfway. I gently place the shoots in the center and slowly fill the remaining soil around them, almost up to the top. Once the soil is filled, I lightly press it around the plant to make sure it stays firm and upright. And that's it. The plant is now ready to grow. Since this is the first watering, I water it thoroughly. After that, I'll be careful to keep the soil slightly moist and avoid overwatering. I'll place this plant in a semi-shaded area for some time so it can recover properly. Once it settles in, I'll move it wherever I want to place or decorate it. Let's hope this plant grows well and produces many healthy new shoots in the future. Happy gardening! Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more plant care guidance.